I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me.
Hey guys, welcome back to another puppet showcase. I didn't say artistic enchiladas, frick me. Hey my artistic enchiladas, welcome back to another puppet showcase. Today we have Zoey from Kpop Demon Hunters. I have a bit of a history with this already, so let me just get into it. So, when the trailer for this movie first came out, a part of me was like just thinking, oh boy, here comes another group of characters that Mason Plus Show's gonna simp for and never stop talking about them. But it turns out it was the other way around. Now, I'm not saying that I was a simp. I'm not. Shut up. I was the one who talked about the movie more, I would say. I don't know. But I pretty much kind of grew a little obsessed with it. Specifically with Zoey because of a couple of reasons. One, she reminds me of Izzy. Two, she just, I don't know, she's cute. And also just, the movie in general just made it very nice to just enjoy something like that. So yeah, I just, you know me, whenever, if you guys aren't aware, and before any of you guys judge me for making her, I want you guys to understand that if I like a character, like really like a character, I'm gonna make them into a puppet or a plushie, whatever is easier for that. And this was no exception. This was definitely one of those examples where I just sat down and started working on her after I had to make Venom and Carnage. Technically, okay, actually, I think in between. No, it was after. Whatever, we'll get into it. Um, so yeah, this was funny that I just this came out of nowhere in my head. Like, a part of me was just thinking of, oh, just make the head first and then go back to making the rest of her later. But I realized I didn't have that much work in for me. Don't you say anything about Luffy or anyone else. I literally couldn't fight it anymore because I was worried that my hype for the movie would end, so I had to like drop everything and just start working on her so that way I don't forget about it. And I'm glad I did because I really love how this turned out. It's probably one of my best looking humans ever. Like with Gregory and Cassie, they're mostly just like they're not meant to look like real humans. They're just basically like cartoon characters, just because they don't look like humans at all. And then my old Vanessa, she's gone. I'm gonna make a new one for the Freddy and Gregory series, but I don't really. Okay, and then the humans from Sammy Scales, like they technically don't count. They're like small and have little details, but with this one, I actually took my time. So I'm actually gonna get into the problem when it comes to humans for me is the head and the jawline. I think this is my best jawline in a while, which kind of fun. Well, actually ever, because I never can get a good looking chin with combined with the neck, because the neck always kind of has like that frog look where it's kind of like just sunken in outwards right there. But not this time, because I actually looked at a skull and the shape of a head and sculpted the pipe cleaners, and that's why it looks like this. Pretty good if I do say so myself. But with that being said, some things about this does look off, because if you guys don't know K-pop Demon Hunters, Zoey actually has a bit of a smaller head. Kinda, I don't know. Something's off about the face a little bit to me, but you guys are gonna be all like, "Oh no, it's perfect." I'm a perfectionist, okay? Because there's always some kind of flaw with what I make, and I always like to be specific on what it is. So call me out if you want, but I don't care. Well, don't be rude about it, first of all. But you can call me out, but I'm just gonna say this right now. If there's something off about a character, it's gonna bother me until I'm satisfied. I suck. Anyways, so okay, well technically it was funny because I was expecting me to struggle a lot with the face, and I kind of did, but we'll get into that. Especially with those stupid lips. I'm not good when it comes to making lips, not at all. The only thing I'm good at making lips is with FNAF characters, and those are just like splotches of color just slapped on the face. But with this one, it actually doesn't. Because, like, when it comes to it, it's usually always messy because I always use fleece. Because I never have the right color for felt. Because if you guys aren't aware, my technique is I use felt for the smaller details, specifically on the face. I didn't do that. I used fleece because it was, again, like I said, it was the only color I had. And usually because it's so fluffy, it doesn't turn out very well. But it did, and I was able to smooth it out by just cutting it a bunch of times, and I think it looks pretty good. It's probably one of my, again, probably one of my best faces I made. Something still looks off. You know what? Doesn't matter. The eyebrows were tricky. At first they were really thick, but then as time went on, I kept cutting them, and yeah. Okay, and also her eyes are a little messed up, so I used paint for the highlight on, okay, specifically this side is kind of messed up. The highlight for the eye is a little bit cut off compared to that one right there. Oh gosh, I need to get a lid remover on that one. That's ugly. But yeah. Also, these are actually like the third incarnation of the eyes, because I actually have a couple of pictures. That was how the eye was originally gonna look like, and this is how the eye looked previously. But then I realized they were too small, and then I had to enlarge them just a little more scraps of material, and now I think they look pretty good. They might be too big for some people, but I don't know. I was just going for what I think looked good. Again, I'm going until I'm satisfied, and I think this looks okay at best. The hair was actually kind of tricky, because because I kind of wanted to look like natural, but then again, there's like this weird seam right here, but that's because that was just the folds of the material that it just leads into that. And then her okay, and I know you guys probably say, oh, the buns aren't braided. Don't even at me on that. I can't even make braided hair. I tried to make braided hair on Sunny one time, and it just looked like a chain. I'll get to that in a minute. What else I wanted to say about these guys, but real quick, this is actually kind of annoying. This one right here is actually hard. There you go, and this one's actually pretty soft. Squishy, not squishy. But yeah, and this is kind of an aftermath thing, but I actually added a piece of hair or material right there to make it kind of poofier, because from lower angles it's kind of shown poofing up a little bit. Oh, and I just want to say this real quick. Her face looks horrible from a lower angle. That looks just like, she looks like worried or something. Oh, also the eyebrows are kind of adjustable in a way, like she kind of do like some kind of like rock meme or something. Like, I don't know, like it's not really movable, but I feel like after a while the eyebrows are gonna fall off. But whatever. Now let's get into the complex part. Actually, we'll get into the arms first. Well, I mean, they're just arms. Yeah, I really don't know what you guys want me to say about this. It's just arms and the pipe. Okay, actually, again, these are probably my best hands. I didn't add her nails. I don't know how I'm gonna add her nails. I wanted to use foam, but that would have worn off after a while. And the jewelry, rings, whatever these are, correct? If you're Korean, can you tell me what these things are? They look kind of thick. I tried to use the thinnest felt I had to make it work, and it did kind of. Could have looked a lot worse. I could have just colored it with a Sharpie, but I don't know. And that's the only color I have that's best. That's like gold or something. Now, if we can get to the rest of this video without any more interruptions, maybe we'll finish. Ugh. Okay. And okay, it's not really that much. Like, don't even at me. I'm not even gonna add all that small detail on the necklaces. But again, anyways, like I said, this is my best color to gold, because what the frick is on your arm? Is that paint? No! I hate this puppet. No, I don't. And then there's this thing. I don't know what this is, but there's some lame theories about it that I don't even want to mention because it's so stupid. But whatever it is, it's there. Now let's move on to the top. We'll save the beast for last. Oh yeah, we'll do the shoes next. So the top was actually surprisingly pretty easy. Now I know you guys are thinking, no, it's not. It actually wasn't too bad. I'm not saying it was easy, but it wasn't as hard as I was expecting. So first of all, I basically just made like a normal shape, but then I don't know. It just made it work. If you're wondering how I got the shape, There's actually pipe cleaner under here. It's basically just a rectangle, and it kind of poofs out a little bit for the rest. So just letting you guys know. He's like, oh, you sculpted it. Not this time. Not this time. So, okay, also real quick, I want to point out the thing right here on the top. Like, it's literally just like yellow splashes of paint. I do not want to hear from any of you guys, oh, you should have actually doing the detail. How? Okay, it's hard enough already that it's small, but it's also you guys have to think about the fact that it's on material. It's very grabby and scratchy and stuff. It's not gonna be like that easy, you know. So I don't know. This is all I got. It's the best I can do, and I think it looks okay. I'm pretty sure after a while I'll add more paint, make it look more like it. But whatever. And then the zipper is just a string of material. Oh, there's supposed to be a little black dot right there on the zipper, but I faded away already. Well, then, I don't know. You guys can just see for yourself. I'm pretty sure you guys can kind of tell how I did it. But let's move on to the flower part, which should be... Okay, how am I going to make you stand up for this? There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So how I did this is I got the prominent color. I got like this hot pink color. And then I plopped it on there. I did my best to shape it, so this is the best I can do. Then I got some Sharpie and shaped it around, and surprisingly it looked good. And I got some of the paint that I needed, the white paint to outline it. Again, surprisingly it worked, and it looks like that. I think it looks pretty good, but yeah, I mean that's good, right? I mean it could have been worse. Like, I don't know why I'm talking like this. Whatever. You guys get it. I tried. I think it looks okay. Now, let's move on to the freaking shoes, because we're saving dessert for last. I don't know. I mean, they were a lot easier than Party Time Chica's shoes. Roller skates, whatever. Well, with these ones specifically, they were basically just, like, blue blobs of pipe cleaners and material that, I mean, found their shape, and then I just covered it in the lighter yellow material, and it doesn't look too bad. I mean, there are the lace detail oh my goodness, the laces detail that's missing, except for the ones that actually are tied, because if I did that, it would be very crowded and look messy. I mean, that's all I have to say about it. Now let's move on to Nightmare Fuel. Okay, I'm actually being a little bit over-exaggerated. This actually wasn't too bad as I was expecting. I was actually having a lot of fun making these pants. The problem is that I chose to do this because I thought it would... Okay, so if you guys aren't aware with hot glue and stuff, if I were to make just normal pants and just cover it in material by gluing it on, it would have looked bad. Or, okay, it probably would have looked good, but it would have felt horrible. So what I ended up doing is actually just going the regular route and making the whole thing hollow. Every piece you see here is just sewn together. I don't know if you can probably see some stitches in here somewhere. I don't think you can see it through there. No, but okay. But anyways, TLD. The point is that it's all stitched together, and it's not that bad. I mean, it's definitely not 100% accurate. Like this part is good, but then this part's kind of fat. I might want to fix that someday, somehow, some way. But yeah, it's all right. But then there's this. This one's noticeably longer, and this one's noticeably fatter. Like, again, if it comes to something that I make that looks good, the other one's not gonna look as good. But whatever. It's a curse, really. What? But then this is where the yellow paint comes in. If you guys can see the yellow outlines, I just basically got paint on a needle, and I just went, and then that's what that is. It's not too bad. So again, it was small details, and it almost didn't work. Well, okay, not saying it almost didn't work, but I was struggling, specifically like on this part right here, because like I accidentally made this part too short, and I needed it to be long enough to fit next to this piece right here, so I had to extend it. So this extra piece of yellow right here does not actually exist on the pants, but they're there because I kind of had to. I don't know. And then there's just the straps. I mean, I don't even know why she wears these pants if they have a what? Oh my gosh, what's the word? What are these called? What are these things called? Suspenders. Yes. I don't know why she has them if she's not even using them. Oh yeah, real quick before you guys say anything, I don't know where the knives are, because classic me, I used them last night and then I don't know where they went. Anyways, so yeah, I mean that's right. That looks good. Oh, and then there's this thing right here. The red and blue are kind of separated too far apart for my liking, but it's alright. I might rip it off and put it back on normally. Again, this is my gold color. This looks kind of funny, actually, now the more I look at it. We're not going to get into it, though. So, yeah, that is Zoey. Probably one of the most fun I had with the puppets since, Nightmare Chica? I don't know. It's been a while. So yeah, look forward to her being in some videos in the future. You'll see what they are. I do have a couple more puppets in the works, so I want to update. So we're at the end of the video, so if you guys just want to move on and not listen to channel updates, then you can be my guest. So before anyone asks, no, this is not a commission. This is this is just gonna be for the channel because it's one of my favorite characters now. But so updates. I have 2 more characters that I need to make for commissions until I go on my I'm gonna go on a shorter break than usual. I just need to make characters for season 3 at least. And yeah, for season 3 of Same Skills, by the way. And then it's gonna be a hold for like showcases. I need to go back to making normal videos again. I kind of miss it, guys. So expect a slower upload schedule. But your upload schedule is already slow because I'm stupid. Okay, that's why. So I'm gonna try to work with my schedule a little more and make more videos with characters, or make more SSP movies, because it's been a hot minute since I released one. I don't even know anymore. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys all stay safe out there. God bless you. Choose to follow him. Jesus is He is your guide to everlasting life. He loves you all, and if you love him back, then he'll grace your life with beautiful, like, life. And I don't really know the exact term, but if you choose to follow Jesus Christ, you will spend eternity for him and feel his love forever. You're never alone. He's always there. Always there for you. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys stay safe out there. God bless you. Make good decisions. And, goodbye. Second time's the charm. A little update. One of my stupid friends pointed out that they gave me a new render of her, and I got a better look at the pants, and I messed up. They're still not accurate, but this is the best I can do to make them look as clean as I can. So let me take that with what you got. Yeah, these things are nightmare fuel. Yeah, I don't know what to say.